Yo, what's going on, man? How y'all doing? Man? Y'all know what time it is, man. It's KPN trades. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get it, baby. Make sure y'all can hear me, man. I told y'all I was gonna fill y'all in on what happened. I told y'all I was gonna fill y'all in on what happened with this trade overall. I think we hopped in this trade around like 2 a.m. this morning, but make sure. Hold on, I'm just make sure everything's straight on my end. Chat. Give me 1 second. Make sure that y'all can see my cursor if I start. How y'all doing though? How y'all doing, man? How you doing? All right, chat. So right about up in here where we was at this morning. Let's get into it. So right about up in here, we was at this morning, chat. I told y'all a major retracement was gonna happen, right? And it finally happened. If a lot of y'all don't know what to look for, just stick around. We'll go over all of that. Like I said, we trade prop firms here. We trade futures. And we here to help each other grow. So I just want to point out some things to y'all. There's a couple things that I like to call zones. And the market always plays in between zones, and that's where you make your move when it breaks out of those zones, which is typically known as a breakout. You got things such as trend breakouts, you know what I'm saying, channel breakouts, all types of shit, which is essentially a trend anyway. But we called this trade up here earlier this morning around like 2 o'clock, something like that. So what I told y'all was the market likes to buy to a certain zone, and I'll draw a zone out for you guys right quick. And also, chat, it dropped yesterday too. I said it was, well, typically the same day. It dropped it around like 3 something last night. If you see where it bought all the way up right here and it bought all the way up, I told y'all it's gonna retrace a little bit and kind of like play in the zone area. That's exactly what it did. So I called it for a small sell because the market's just opening. I'm not expecting it to buy as heavy as it did, so it kind of shocked me when it did. But always remember, when you trade in these futures, right, the way that they get you is to trick the eye, right? So now it doesn't look like a regular Forex pair. It looks crazy. It looks choppy, right? When all in all, it's not choppy. That's just how futures are ran. All right, so when you're trading a future, right, what you want to do is look for zone work, zone action. So KPN, what do you mean by zone action? Well, I'm gonna draw one for you, right? Typically, zones to me are where the market starts to get the weakest at and could potentially be a turning point. So right here, we're gonna draw a zone here. Boom. Okay, KPN, what makes this a zone? Okay, if we look to the left, it's where the market touched last, right? If we look in this area here, this is where the market touched last. If we look at the buy trend here, which is the bullish trend, it bought all the way up, right? Double tap the screen, chat, if you in here. Let me know. Let me know, man. Hey, double tap the screen. So if you look to the left, that's where the market had previously touched last, right? If you check out the trend that the market was going in the start of today or Sunday, it kept buying up, right? So it had to find a secured zone, right, to either touch it, come close to touching it, or pass it. But hey, it's early in the week. The market ain't gonna give you like a huge movement without, going the other way, the other direction. So we were able to profit where I told y'all I would turn around last night. And I think we had got in a little late on it, actually. No. We got in a little early on it, actually. So, like I say, I'm going to post some short clips, things of that nature. Who this is right here. Said www. That man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. But pretty much what makes this a zone is where it's trying to find where the market previous touched the last time to either try and pass that certain spot or get close to it. Pretty much what the market does is find a comfort zone to say, okay, all right, I think I'm comfortable enough to go in the other direction. I ain't here to make shit too complicated for y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna do all of this support, resistance. To me, and for me, it's floor and ceiling. If you can find your floor and your ceiling, you good. If you can find your ceiling and your floor, you good. You feel me? It's a house. We building a house. That's what this is, right? All right. So pretty much to the left over here was the zone. What made it the zone? Where it previously touched and then where it was getting weak at, right? So it brought all the way up and touched close to where this candle right here had wicked out at, right? But it never passed it. It never went above it, right? It did a huge retracement. This is typically how you can know the markets are going to do a huge retracement. You always got to look left. Look to your left, see what type of action is going on, because the market, no matter what you're trading, whether it's Forex, whether it's futures, whether it's indices, whether it's metals, things of that nature, it's always going to show you where the trend is starting to get weak at, and it's always going to go back at a certain point in time and test it. But you got to always know in your mind, like once you look at these markets long enough, that hey, that don't look right if it were to keep going in that direction, especially if we're checking our news, which is the Forex Factory website, right? We don't see any red folders. We don't see anything that's threatening to us. We definitely know that, hey, it's not going to continue up in a way that it shouldn't, because that will off structure the market, right? And we all know the market off structure itself once news or something hits, right? But other than that, if you are looking to your left at all times, right, you're gonna see similar actions. Okay, it didn't pass at this point. Okay, it took this long for this build up to happen. Who this is? You look like the Wade. D Wade, Damian Lillard, Lord have mercy. Y'all crazy, man. Look, hey, subscribe and double tap the screen, man. I didn't hear it at all. But no, man. When you trade in these pairs, definitely always find your zone. So pretty much what happened is it did a big retracement. Typically when these big retracements happen and it don't go back and buy at least half of that candle, the second candle is probably going to get a little smaller. But after that, man, it's pretty much trying to find a different trend. And sure enough, chat, you get this big sell right here, which you would have known based off looking to the left of what this was. Like I said, a lot of y'all could have got in at the tip top of this for a sale. And hell, you'd have been in profit like hell, but I'll show y'all how to do all of that as we get to this journey of this trading these futures and trading these prop firms, right? So I'm gonna put y'all up on prop firm game and stuff like that, but I just want y'all to see. Right now, I'm being conservative with how I trade, because right now I'm working on a payout. I'm close to my payout, which today, after the profits that were made today, should clear me to get a payout with the prop firm that I'm using. So pretty much what we gonna do is just, be conservative. Right now, I could have caught this whole move and I could have been risky, but once you're close to a payout, always remember, be conservative, get the money first, and then it's always another day to where something like this will happen. So I just want to let you guys know these are zones. Once you find those zones, to your left is where you find your zones, chat. You feel me? So my second zone here, right in this area right here, would be my zone, because this is where the trend kept touching touching, kind of getting weak at before it passed to my right, right? And it was buying up in that area. So boom, if we can get past this zone through here, we good. Boom, we passed the zone. As we passed the zone, as you can see, it kept going. All right, boom. Are we at our third zone? So our third zone will let me know, hey, if we're going long term or not, right? Because at this point in time, this is where the market closed. This would be the last area that it had dropped to, right? Below us is where the market had started and it bought up. But just know the market is always going to consolidate. You feel me? It's going to get back to where it originally was. If it starts off buying heavy, like it's not going to just keep going up, right? Especially if the trend, if the long-term trend has been broken, whether it's breaking bullish, whether it's breaking bearish. Once it breaks bearish, pretty much be looking for a long-term bearish movement to continue to happen, because with me looking at this stuff, man, it kind of took time for it to break the bullish trend. So hold on, chat. But yeah, make sure y'all can hear me. Hold on. All right, so now we back. But like I said, man, don't be too greedy. The goal is to stay in the markets day by day. You can't make no money being outside the market, so you always want to stay in. If you miss a trade, get the hell out. Don't sit there and try to get in and say, oh, man, I can catch the end of it, because that's what the markets eat. You might get in on a candle to where that candle is trying to go up and take someone's stop loss out, and you don't want to do that. We all know what those candles look like. It's a offset candle, which meaning it has no structure to it at all. It just goes up, or it'll go down with no type of structure, and then it'll go back to the trend that it was originally in. But by that time, a lot of people either got took out, they didn't hit their stop loss because they weren't paying attention enough. But you just gotta realize, being in, you gotta stay in, and those big movements that happen, don't rush it. Like I said, after the day should be eligible for a payout. So I just wanted to be conservative. So take y'all time, man, when it come to this. I just wanted to talk to y'all just for a split second, man. But I just wanted to show y'all. I told y'all it was going for a long-term sale. Didn't nobody believe me. I ain't gonna say y'all ain't believe me. Hell, we just met. There was a lot of people in here yesterday. So pretty much, man, just stay in. That's the ultimate goal. Don't get the fuck out. Don't lose the account. You know what I'm saying? Don't blow your money, whether you're trading real money or trading prop firm money, or whether you're in a challenge. We're going to do a couple challenges together. We're going to help each other pass challenges and stuff like that. The more and more that we go live, the more and more we will connect with others in the world that's trying to learn how to do this as well, or is having problems in certain areas, which we all have problems as traders. So definitely just stick it in there. I want you to just, stick in there, stick it out, always stay in a trade, regardless of the fact, don't sit there and just blow the account. And then, listen, I took L after L after L after L after L after L after L, but learning on the way. It's a process, but you got people like me. You got people out there like Mamba FX. You got people out there like Q Banks, people like that's willing to sit there and give you guys the help that you need as far as doing what you need to do in these markets. And y'all will help me be on my shit, be on top of my game pretty much, help me lock in and reach some heights I never reached, because I'm not to say that I know it all. I may run into some people that may know what the fuck they doing. Like they may do this, but they're just not mainstream. So I can't wait to get connected with the world on this. And that's just pretty much where we at, man. We're gonna keep continuing to trade these futures. We're gonna keep continuing to try to pull money out these markets. And it's just simple as that, man. The more that we are on here, the better we get, the more money goes in our pocket, the more that we learn, the closer we get to our dreams. As long as we stay in these markets, man. Staying outside these markets mean nothing. All you can do is look and wish you could get in at a certain area. So we're going to go over long-term trends, channels, all of that good stuff on how I trade. I do feel like I have a safe, secure way to trade, but sometimes I can get a little risky. I ain't going to lie. Y'all going to see it firsthand, but I'm going to make sure that we all pass challenges and stuff together. So do me a favor, man. Hit that subscribe button, like, so I can be in front of your eyes. I know what time it is, man. Hey, KPN Trades never lies. Now I ain't even gonna say that. You feel me? I ain't gonna say that. We gonna come up with a new slogan. So, let's get to it, baby. Look, y'all do y'all shit, but I told y'all, bounced through the zones, kept going, and trust me, years after years and years of looking at this shit, chat, it's going to continue to always go through a zone and continue to go as long as it break through the certain zones, man. But with that being said, man, I'm up out of here, man. Y'all double tap the screen for me, man. Don't leave me with just one like. If you can, if you mess with me like that, man, do me a favor. Double tap the screen, subscribe, because like I say, man, we finna get to it, man. And I love to sit around here and help you guys learn some more stuff, as long as, you know, as well as y'all help me learn some shit. So let's get to it, baby. But KPN Trades is out.